inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. Tonight, a good one coming your way in the AFC. It's the LA Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill it.
He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. That's good for a Jaguar 1st down.
And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
You know, we all knew how talented Herbert was, especially coming out of school, and he's had a lot of great success in his first couple years, but it just seems like him and Harbaugh, doesn't it seem like they just have a great connection? They both understand each other, the strengths, the weaknesses, and he's really turned into a polished quarterback. I mean, the big number last year, 17 starts, only 3 interceptions.
On play action, it's Herbert. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23
And
yards.
another first down and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Herbert now on first down. Short throw taken in by Disley. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 7.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now they'll pitch it out here. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Jaguars offense ready to get going with their second possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Second and 10. They'll run. It's ETN. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Brought down by Khalil Mack. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Now here's Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here's Logan Cook now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. And they will bring them down on the other side of midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And the Chargers, 1st down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
On play action now, Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
That's another.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Pistol here for Herbert. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
The defense's strategy down here defending their own red area, Mike, is either takeaways or field goals. And I think after that last sack, this drive is trending a little bit more towards 3. A couple plays ago, it was looking a lot more like they were going to give up 6.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Throwing right. That's Johnston. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st down and 10 yards to go.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action now. It's Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with the touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. The return starts from the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but Really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And swung out to ETN. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 6-0 is our score. And we'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. It is 3rd and long as we are ready to get back underway. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
On the give, it's ETN. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
In motion comes Thomas. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He connects with the open man. That's Myers. And he will get into the end zone. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Jaguars.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Chargers 6. Cam Little to kick
Little
off
now
for the
following the
Jaguars.
touchdown, out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
Chargers 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
The side, he's got the tight end, Disley. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Right side hauled in by McConkey.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
And no return. How good is that? Backs him up all the way to the 2. The Jaguars offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. He's to the 35. Look at him go. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 98 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 14-6 lead.
14, Chargers 6.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, L.A.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete, but the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Here's J.K. Scott now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Etienne. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
At the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. On play action, it's Herbert. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Now Lawrence. This one caught left side. That's strange. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. They put Strange in motion. On On second down, here's ETN. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, Lawrence. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
Complete to Jacoby Myers. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard
Both
line.
pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
No gain on the play.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
And that is incomplete.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Herbert. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Motion man is Johnston. Throwing on first down is Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll be second down. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
A pickup there of 19 yards, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
19 yards.
Really nice throw there, the ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
7 yards.
They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
Hampton trying to work inside. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hampton, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
This one finds McConkey.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
With their fullback trying to get it. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From back at the 5, here now 3rd and goal. Allen in motion. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that'll be knocked down. It's incomplete, but it might not matter. Let's check on this penalty. Line of scrimmage, the 3, 3rd and goal. Herbert. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here. And really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Field goal will make it a 1-score game, but they want more here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. The Jags offense ready for their first possession of this second half. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And that'll help give him some space out of bounds up at the 20-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs, keep this drive alive. And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 5. Now here's Lawrence. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down. Deshaun Hand gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And he'll be be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Davis to return it. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On the ground, it's Vidal. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Open man, right side, he's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Charger first down.
Chargers first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here comes Vidal. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, L.A.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Justin Herbert, touchdown, L.A. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That is incomplete, and the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down on the return on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. In motion comes Thomas. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At the 23-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To Parker, Washington. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
First down.
This is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's got it! No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 53 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
It was really nothing fancy that time, Mike. It was just, all right, line up and run as fast as you can. And once he got behind the defense, that ball came out quick and on time, and now they find themselves in plus territory.
ETN. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Again, they give it to ETN. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
3rd and goal.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you had no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and watch back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the 1st down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your 1st foot down, drag the 2nd. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
They'll run it with ETN. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Little on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Chargers 12.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Return, here comes Davis. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 14 on the pickup, and the Chargers have the first down.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Chargers first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing right, that's Johnston. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down. Herbert to the air again. On the out, connected with Allen. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
On the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On the ground, they'll go with Vidal, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive, and he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. Threw up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
A gain of 21
They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
1st down.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll go back to ETN on 1st down. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Here's ETN, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. They'll drop to throw. Get this to the tight end, Johnny Munch. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.